Oglesby. I'm the Director of Communications and External Affairs at the Florida Department of Economic Opportunity. I appreciate all of your patience this morning as we get started. Thank you for joining our webinar about an Assistance Modernization Program. I have a great team here with me that's going to provide a presentation. Looks like we're getting some claps that all the sound is up and running and working. So good news. A few housekeeping things. Please make sure that your phone line remains muted and your video is off. You should hear and see our team on the screen at all times. We are also recording this presentation, so it will be available on our website where most of you went to register for the webinar. The website is www.floridajobs.org/RA Modernization. That website, we are using it as an agency to house all updates regarding the state's Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program. Okay, so for introductions, I'm going to kick it off. First, I have Lindsay Volpe. She is the Director of our Economic Accountability and Transparency Program. I have Alice is unable to join us today. Alice Moriak, she is the agency's new Chief Financial Officer, but I wanted to make sure everyone was aware that she has joined our team at DEO and is unable to attend today, but you will see her in the future. I have Adrienne Johnston. She's our Deputy Secretary of Workforce Services. And then Ed Wynn, he is our Chief Information Officer. So I'm going to kick it off to Lindsay to get us started. Again, this will be recorded. You will all have access to it. And thank you again for joining us.
Good morning, everyone. Some of you were with us in November of 2020 when we held an informational webinar about the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program and provided a status update about each of our program's projects and to share more about the procurement process. Following the webinar, we received several questions. So before we get started, we wanted to clarify a few points that we hope will help answer some of any lingering questions out there. So a couple key takeaways. The first is to please bookmark the link on your screen, www.floridajobs.org/RA Modernization, which will help ensure transparency throughout the modernization effort and will provide more information about how we are working to provide a scalable, sustainable reemployment assistance system while also improving the customer experience. The website also includes updates about the progress being made toward modernizing the system, answers to frequently asked questions, documents related to the modernization effort, and a feature to submit questions directly to the department that will be used to supplement the frequently asked questions page on the website. The second key takeaway is some clarity about the procurement process. So the department does not anticipate advertising a formal solicitation like an invitation to negotiate or a request for a proposal throughout the modernization program. Rather, the department will issue a series of requests for quote to enable the implementation of the program. Here's what that RFQ process means. We will follow state procurement guidance and may issue an RFQ via the Florida Department of Management Services Division of State Purchasing State Term Contract List or one or more alternate contract source lists. And due to the unique nature of each RFQ, the department will select the best procurement vehicle for each procurement. So pivoting over to the agenda for today's webinar, we're going to touch on a couple things. First is, answering the question, what is the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program? We will also chat about the modernization program journey, as well as some updates about each of our projects. We will revisit a couple new points about the procurement process, and then of course we will provide some information for you on how to contact the department with questions.
Next slide. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ed Wynn, Chief Information Officer. Talk a little bit now about the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program. It's a multi-year effort that focuses on addressing the immediate need to improve performance and accessibility of the Reemployment Assistance Claims and Benefits Information System, while also establishing the architectural framework and processes necessary to implement continuous modernization efforts efficiently and effectively. Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program consists of approximately 20 projects that address system infrastructure, software, data and analytics, and security for the Reemployment Assistance Program. Next slide. The department was provided a strategic roadmap in February of 2021 that lays out the components of the modernization effort and depicted the estimated duration for each project, as well as expected dependencies, which is available now at www.floridajobs.com/RA modernization. This strategic roadmap was revised in December 2022, as shown here. It provides more details about our progress to date and what the department's next steps are. These projects are focused on establishing architectural framework and processes necessary to implement continuous modernization efforts efficiently and effectively, while also addressing the immediate need to improve performance and accessibility of the system. Together, these projects will improve the user experience for claimants, employers, and third-party administrators. The Reemployment Assistance Modernization Project is slated to last for 2 years. However, there will be requirements for continuous modernization even after the 2023. Now I'd like to highlight some of our progress. The department has completed several projects since launching the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program, including the Data Warehouse and the Reemployment Assistance Help Center efforts. The Data Warehouse project is designed for reporting purposes and is hosted in the cloud. This project alleviates some of the load on the existing system and allows the department to standardize and streamline data for reemployment assistance programs' federally mandated reports. The Reemployment Assistance Help Center provides a one-stop shop user portal that offers self-service options to users, such as providing information to the department, a secure upload process, reporting identity theft or fraud, checking the status of their claim. It also provides helpful user guides and manuals to assist assistant claims, employers, and third-party administrators, which offers an alternative option to calling the Customer Service Center. The department has also completed several key procurements I'd like to highlight now, including the IB&V, Independent Verification and Validation Services, and the Strategic Planning Office. The independent validation and verification services include comprehensive review, analysis, and testing to confirm that each of the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Project's requirements are correctly defined, and to confirm that each project is correctly implemented and functioning as part of the larger system. The Strategic Planning Office provides program and project managers and enables the department to maintain focus and direction across all projects within the program. This office serves as the single point of contact for budget, schedule, scope, and status reporting for the program, and ensures a high level of communication and collaboration. Next, I'd like to mention 3 projects that are currently in flight. The reporting project was launched nearly a year ahead of schedule due to the early completion of the Data Warehouse project. This project includes rewriting and validating all federally mandated reemployment assistance reports with the Data Warehouse as the data source. This increases system performance by reducing load on the system. Of the 49 reports included in this project, 16 reports have been completed and submitted to the U.S. Department of Labor. Next, the cloud migration project is in progress and includes the migration of the existing reemployment assistance claims and benefits information system, including the Customer Contact Center, to the cloud-hosted environment. To date, the department has executed a contract to transition the Customer Contact Center to the cloud, executed a contract for database migration to move the system to the cloud, which offers scalability and faster data processing times. Third, updated the system database to ensure the system is technically supported for ongoing maintenance. Last project in flight I'd like to mention today is our .NET and Object Relational Mapping Upgrade project. It establishes a solid architectural basis for the system and includes upgrading the system's supporting software to ensure it is technically supported for ongoing maintenance.
Next slide. Good morning. So as you can see, we have a lot going on. Some other projects that are currently active right now include the Identity Management and Access Control Project. This project includes 3 phases that focus on protection for claimants, employers, third-party administrators, and staff. The first phase was actually completed ahead of schedule. This one was focused on claimants and included multi-factor authentication. A procurement for business process optimization services is currently active. This project will document all business requirements that will be used to develop future procurements, including the user experience mobile responsive software project. Additionally, the project will facilitate the implementation of business process improvements to improve service delivery to Floridians. A procurement for security architecture review services is also currently active. This project helps ensure the system, its underlying platform, and associated operations and development processes meet security standards and that appropriate security controls are incorporated to reduce risk. A procurement for systems and software integration services is also currently active. This project includes providing oversight of the integration of each component included in the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program. The procurement does not include providing any software solutions. Next slide. So of course, we have several projects that are slated to begin in the very near future. These projects include the Cloud Application Performance Management Project, which will streamline how the department manages the system through proactive monitoring and techniques that communicate system performance at a glance. We have the System Development Lifecycle DevOps Project. This includes updating and standardizing the system's design documentation and related artifacts to ensure alignment between the Reemployment Assistance Program's business and information technology needs. This alignment promotes operational efficiencies and supports future system enhancements. The Systems-Oriented Architecture and Application Programming Interface Project establishes a new systems architecture for the modernized system. This project includes procuring an integration platform that enables data transfer between and among systems and promotes the ability for the department to continuously modernize the system component by component. The Rules Engine project includes procuring a business rules engine that allows the department to deploy system enhancements and new programs without requiring code changes. A rules engine will streamline and expedite the system enhancements. The Security Architecture Audit includes procuring for a technical audit consisting of system, platform, application, and network hardening review to improve system security and reduce risk. Next slide. And the last few projects include the User Experience Mobile Responsive Software Project. This includes procuring a user-friendly portal for all reemployment assistance claims activities for claims, employers, and third-party administrators. The portal will offer an optimized and transformed user experience for 4 functional reemployment assistance modules. Those modules are initial claims, continued claims, core claims and claim status, and employers and third-party administrators. The Archival and Purge project includes archiving and purging data in the system that is out of date or has exceeded its statute of limitations to improve system performance and availability. The Master Data Management and Interoperability project includes procuring for services to create a department data catalog and data dictionary to standardize data and enable sharing across business units and other departments.
So as I shared earlier, the department will issue a series of requests for quote over the next several months in accordance with guidelines set by the Florida Department of Management Services Division of State Purchasing and Section 287 Florida statutes, which will help enable the implementation of the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program. These requests for quote may be advertised through the Florida Department of Management Services state term contract list or one or more alternate contract source lists, such as NASPO or the GSA Schedule 70. The decision to issue a series of requests for quote was arrived at through a collaborative process with our state agency partners after a rigorous review of the Inspector General report issued last year, as well as the ISF report commissioned by our department. This approach will put more time in the hands of vendors to achieve their deliverables and provide greater transparency in the day-to-day operations of the project for DEO. At this time, the department does not anticipate advertising formal solicitations, such as an invitation to negotiate or a request for proposal. Vendors and their representatives are encouraged to visit our website, www.floridajobs.org/RA Modernization, for updates about the program and the procurements that become available. Also, per Section 287 Florida statutes, the department will avoid, neutralize, or mitigate significant potential organizational conflicts of interest before a contract is awarded. The department will not proceed with a contract award if a conflict of interest is based on the vendor gaining an unfair competitive advantage, including gaining access to information that is not available to the public and would assist the vendor in obtaining the contract, or obtaining source selection information that is relevant to the contract but is not available to all vendors and would assist the vendor in obtaining the contract. Additionally, a person who performs a feasibility study of the potential implementation of a subsequent contract, or who participates in the drafting of a solicitation, or who develops a program for future implementation is not eligible to contract with the department for any other contracts dealing with that specific subject matter, and any firm in which such person has any interest is not eligible to receive such contract. Vendor resources can be located on the Florida Department of Management Services website using the link shown on the screen. And for all other questions related to our procurements, please contact our Contracts and Grants Office, whose contact information is provided on the next slide. On behalf of DEO, thank you for attending today's webinar about the Reemployment Assistance Modernization Program. If you have any questions or wish to learn more information, please contact our Contracts and Grants Office using the information provided here or at the website. Last time it's floridajobs.org/RA Modernization. Thank you.